Here's how to achieve a physique that looks like a Greek god statue to make you more confident and more attractive as fast as possible. And we might not look as good as Hercules, but we can get pretty close, and it's actually pretty simple. Not easy, but pretty simple. After trying thousands of protocols, workouts, and diet plans, eventually, I achieved my dream physique, which was Brad Pitt's in the movie Troy, and here's how you can too. Step 1 is physical attractiveness. First, you need to understand what an aesthetic Greek god body really is. Then we'll get into exactly how to get to that point. An aesthetic body really comes down to two things. A, having a good muscle mass, and B, having a low body fat percentage. In fact, if you have muscle development but you have fat coating your entire body, then you just look like a fat guy with some muscle underneath. However, a lot of YouTubers give you absolutely shitty advice on working specific muscles to improve your physique. Even though muscle groups like shoulders, back, and upper chest are important when it comes to having an aesthetic physique, because they give you the V-taper look, which means a small waist and wide back and shoulders. If you have skinny pigeon legs, it will look really bad because it just isn't proportional. And if you actually talk to a lot of girls and say, hey, what do you think is like an attractive part on a guy's body? A lot of them will say glutes. So you want to build a strong and agile lower body, and the best way to do that is through conventional squats. That's why I think that's absolutely horrible advice, especially when you're just starting out. You want to build a strong foundation to also grow your physique at the same time. And you do this with compound movements like bench press, squats, pull-ups, which are exercises that use multiple muscle groups at once. This is for the people that don't work out. First, go to the description right now and you'll find a workout routine made by me, and it's going to be your starting point. Go search on YouTube for the exercises that I mentioned in the document. Make sure to do them with the correct form. Second, go to Google Maps and search the nearest gym to your house. Third, I made a video on my skincare routine, which if I was you, I would pop open in a new tab to watch after this one. And if you want to do something different, here's the thing. 2 + 2 = 4, but so does 3 + 1. There's a million different ways to get aesthetic. You could do heavy weights or calisthenics, and both will work. But for sure, taking care of your appearance will be the single most important thing that will skyrocket your confidence. And remember that taking care of your appearance doesn't mean that you have to be perfect, but it does mean putting in some effort to look your best. Shower regularly, dress well, and style your hair in a way that you feel confident in. Now we can move on to step 1.2, which is cardio and mobility. Adding more cardio to my routine is what really took my fitness to the next level. It will help you achieve a lean physique to show your muscles, but we'll talk about that later. Cardio will also improve your circulation, giving you a glow, and of course, all the regular benefits of cardiovascular training. The cardio plan I recommend over and over is to do 3 to 5 days of treadmill work for 30 minutes, 3 miles per hour on a 12 to 15 incline. And finally, add mobility work to fix your muscle imbalances and stiffness. You can find my stretching routine in the description. Step 2, diet. There's a lot of knowledge about diets available for free on the internet, especially on YouTube, but there's a lot of stuff that we call secret sauce, which are just secrets that successful fitness coaches don't share for free. Instead, they'll usually sell them in something like a course or mentorship program so that they can make money off of their knowledge, or they'll share them among friends because that's just what friends do. But after trying so many diets and protocols, I can say that the single most effective protocol for me is what I call body recomposition diet. As you probably know, in order to get lean, you've got to be eating in a caloric deficit. But if you're just eating in a caloric deficit all the time, you're gonna lose muscle. That's why working out is so important. You must accompany that caloric deficit phase with resistance training so you preserve muscle. And for the beginners and some intermediates out there, not only are you preserving muscle, you're actually gaining strength and muscle as you lose fat. Another way to make sure you don't lose muscle is to get enough protein. For most beginners, you want to be aiming for more than 100 grams of protein every day, and it's already hard enough to do that. But if you're really serious and you are trying to maximize your gains, aim for 120 or 140 grams plus. But of course, it depends on your current muscle mass, your training age, and a lot of factors. There are 3 simple steps that you can use to make your diet healthier. First, incorporate more fruits, veggies, and lean proteins into your diet. Second, drink at least 8 glasses of water daily. And finally, reduce or eliminate processed foods and sugars. The next step is mindset. I don't know if you noticed, but I talk about your mindset in every video because it's the most important thing to become successful in life. That's why you need to keep in mind that it's going to take time to become aesthetic, and it's going to be hard. You're going to face so many challenges and setbacks, and expect that you're going to feel lonely sometimes because you'll get so focused on yourself, and you're not going to relate with your old real life and Discord friends anymore. That's okay. So right now, if you're feeling tired, stressed, sad, frustrated, and misunderstood, guess what? You're human, and a normal human being should feel these things when you're transitioning from your current situation to a superior man. If you do the things that I've told you in this video for 1 year straight, you'll be unrecognizable when people see you. The last step step I'm going to share with you guys today is to limit your social media use. And don't even try to tell me that that's not useful advice, because becoming aesthetic goes way beyond just having an attractive physique, especially because being attractive is useless without a good personality if you have no confidence or have bad mental health. When you are just starting out, this step is crucial, so pay attention. If you want to have a mysterious vibe, you should limit how much time you spend on social media. You don't want to come across as having too much time on your hands, and you want people to wonder what you're up to and crave your presence. Limiting social media use also has health benefits. By setting boundaries on the time and energy you invest in scrolling through your feed, you can potentially reduce feelings of anxiety, loneliness, or depression that often come with using social media excessively. And no, I'm not saying that you should completely stop using social media, especially if you're a content creator, but don't let it control you. You have to control the limit of time you spend on it by using that time for something more productive. If you're wasting hours upon hours on stuff that's not productive, you can easily replace at least some of that time to start learning new skills, developing new hobbies, or maybe starting that business to make money as a student and become financially free. But if you are broke and want to become attractive without spending any money, go watch my video on how to glow up with $0.